What is the actual difference between the soul, the higher self, and the I am presence? Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Sylvia Salo and I help lightworkers and starseeds to remember who they are. And in this video, I want to talk about the soul, the higher self, and the I am presence. What is the actual difference? And so when I use those terms or anyone else, so that you know what they refer to. And it also helps us to be able to tune into those different aspects of ourselves. This soul level is something that's closest to us. We are all very familiar with the soul. The soul is the one having the experience, moving through different lifetimes and gathering the wisdom through those lifetimes. So the soul is the closest to the physical level, and we can think about it, the soul is like in that 5D level. And so it comes here to connect with the physical body, which is in the 3D. And through that marriage of the physical body, the 3D and the 5D, it makes this world of matter more spiritual. As the soul is making this reality more spiritual, there are new timelines being created through that marriage. When we talk about the higher self, we actually refer to the aspect which is above the soul. So if you want, it's different. You cannot say it's more evolved or something because it's just different. It has different function. So the higher self is guiding the soul as it moves through those lifetimes. And the I am presence is an aspect which is the closest to Source, to God. It's the closest to that initial divine seed and spark. And it actually does contain the spark of your whole being. So if I start from the top, we have Source. Then we have the I am presence, which contains the same divine spark as Source. And then the I am presence separates itself into 12 different higher selves. And then each higher self separates itself into 12 different souls. And now when you think of the 3D self, so one of those souls is having experience through that physical body that you have in this life. In other words, the I am presence is the source of the divine spark. The higher self is the brain behind that operation, meaning it's guiding those souls. So it's like a computer or the higher mind or a parent. And the soul is the experience. It's all about experiencing it. So those all aspects, they continually communicate. Of course, they are always connected and they are learning from each other. The higher self is like the parent. So it's planning out the script or the lessons or the experiences before every incarnation. It also synchronizes things and organizes things. So when you see synchronicities, like seeing the same numbers, it's a message from your higher self. And the higher self is telling you, now you are aligned in your life. Well done, keep on. That you are on the right track. The higher self also makes agreements with other souls, which are either your soulmates or more distant cousins. So it makes agreements with other souls that you are going to meet in your lifetime. It's also guiding the soul. The higher self is very calm. It's very kind of like detached. It has that bird view. So it always sees things from a bigger perspective because it has an access to all of the wisdom your soul has learned in any lifetime. And that's why it's able to really guide your soul so well, because it can see beyond what maybe the soul sees. It has bigger picture. And then we have the I am presence. this is part of us which is neutral. It goes beyond the light and dark. It goes beyond duality. The I am presence really doesn't, look at your experiences in terms of well done, light or dark. No, it's neutral. And it's also the fusion of the divine feminine and the divine masculine energy. It's a part of you which is the closest to the source, so it's the purest aspect of you. And it's also unchangeable and infinite. So it means like it's already perfect, it's already divine, it always has been. Whereas the soul is like the newest addition to the family. So from another perspective, the I am presence has been looking down through dimensions. You can think of dimensions like different stories of a building. So let's say the I am presence is on the top floor looking down through those different floors of the building. And it projects itself to create the higher self. The higher self, as I've said, it's like basically the higher mind. It can see things, it can organize, synchronize, put things into perspective. It knows. And then the higher self is looking into the lower floors, into lower dimensions, and is projecting itself and creating souls. And so the soul is truly the newest addition. So the soul also doesn't have so much of that purest life of the I am presence for that purpose that it can stay in the 3D and not only in the 3D. So the soul is able to come into various degrees of density and matter and to interact with it, to experience it. And when the soul is experiencing all of it, basically the matter itself is changing. And we can be guessing what's going to happen with it, but I don't know, I feel like this what we have, this experience, will be the foundation for the next universe, or the next super universe even, which is a cluster of many universes together. Because when the soul comes here into the matter is not the same. And most of all, there's that experience, there's that living energy moving through the matter, which is changing everything. And another way to explain it is like if you are at school, you are at school and the I am presence is the headmaster of the school. The higher self is the teacher and you are the student. So this way they are related. So each of them can give you different information. And as you go through this journey of remembering, you will be working with those parts of yourself consciously. And this is also something that I teach people in my Lightworker healing and the starseed healing. The Lightworker healing helps people to connect to their soul wisdom and to communicate with the soul and peek into different lifetimes that are important for you currently. And in the starseed healing, we go into that higher self level and into that I am presence as well. Because the I am presence, I should also say, it can like play with your experience across different dimensions. So it's like it can see what you are doing here in the 3D on the earth. It can see another aspect of you being in the 5D in the Pleiades, for instance. It can see another aspect of you being in Sirius in the 6D and so on. It sees all of it at once. There's no separation. Alright, so I hope you have enjoyed this video, and if you do, please share, like it, subscribe and share it with other lightworkers. Thank you so much for being here and see you in the next video.